You may have heard over and over again that you should listen to your heart, look into your heart, follow your heart. And there's real wisdom in those sayings. It's not just a figure of speech. It wasn't until I read this book by John Selby, Quiet Your Mind, this is when I realized why our heart gives us so much intuitive guidance and why it's so important to put our conscious awareness within our heart area. And that's all it takes really to be able to listen to your intuitive guidance, to listen to your heart, is just to put your conscious awareness in your heart area. But once you understand the reason why our heart is that connection, that intuitive voice to help us manifest our desires, once you understand why our hearts are so powerful, you'll be able to really be able to just quiet your mind, put your conscious awareness within your heart area, and trust that those intuitive voices will be speaking to you and guiding you along the way. John Selby said in his book, Quiet Your Mind, that between 60 to 65% of our hearts, of the cells within our hearts, are like the neurons within our brains. And that there's a connection between our heart and the emotional part of our brain. So when we feel an emotion, that's our heart speaking to us. That's the intuitive voice speaking to us. It's through a feeling. Scientific instruments have proved that there's this electromagnetic force field that surrounds our heart area, and it goes beyond our body like at least 15 feet. And it's similar to the electromagnetic force field, what they call the torus field, that planet Earth gives off, and also down to the smallest molecules. So there's this electromagnetic field that surrounds our heart 15 feet beyond our bodies, and there's this electromagnetic field that surrounds everything else down to the smallest molecules, to our planet, to our solar system, our galaxy. And what's really exciting about what John Selby was writing about in his book about our hearts and how it has electromagnetic force field, he said that each heartbeat is a wave of electromagnetic energy having enough energy and power to broadcast almost infinite amount of information, and all that information interacts with the information broadcasted by the fields of the planets in our solar system. So our heart is connected to everything everywhere. It's like one electromagnetic force field within another one, within another one, within another one, within another one. So our hearts, because of its electromagnetic force field, is connected to everything in the universe. So when you quiet your mind and put your conscious awareness within your heart area, and with enough practice, you'll be able to really get to that intuitive guidance to help you along the way. So if there's an issue that you're going through, you're looking for a solution to a certain problem, and it's stressing you out, don't think with your head, think with your heart. It's not a cliche. Try it yourself. Just put your conscious awareness within your heart, and John Selby suggests for you to concentrate on your breathing and your heartbeat at the same time, because when you concentrate on two things at the same time, your brain, it quiets your mind. It has a way of quieting your mind. When you just focus on two things at once, it cancels everything out. You're always breathing, you always have a heartbeat, so you always have those two things to concentrate on. And with practice, you'll be able to realize these, it's like a feeling, this feeling comes up, and it's this knowingness without any kind of conscious reasoning of why you know it, you just know it. And it takes some practice to do it, so it's a meditative practice at first to be able to quiet your mind, but just simply put your conscious awareness within your heart area. And I like to think of this as a visualization technique, this whole electromagnetic force field surrounding my body, surrounding the earth, surrounding the entire universe, and how that's my connection to everything and everywhere. I think of that as a visualization, as a reminder of my connection to the universe, to infinite intelligence. So if I'm stressed out about something, I put my attention to my heart area, and I remind myself that it's a broadcasting transmitter, that I'm connected to everything and everywhere, and all the information that's out there. It's just up to me to quiet my mind and allow my heart to speak to me. So I suggest anybody out there who's going through some sort of issue and they're looking for a solution to a problem, stressed out, whatever it is, try this out, at least for one day, where you put your conscious awareness within your heart and notice the difference that you feel. It might not be an instantaneous difference, but it takes a little practice, but you'll get the hang of it. You'll start to get used to how it feels when you really are starting to get those intuitive voices, that intuitive guidance speaking to you. And that way you'll be able to manifest your desires, accomplish goals, and reach that solution to that problem that you've been having lately in your life. Just put your conscious awareness within your heart. Remind yourself that you're connected to everything and everywhere, and notice how that makes you feel, how much better you feel.